Loyalty, deception, honor, and betrayal. The game begins anew when the epic series Game of Thrones returns. Just one part of your free preview of HBO Max. You'll experience all the must-see originals and the biggest Hollywood movies you won't want to miss. Watch it all anytime. There's nothing else like it. Don't miss a free preview of HBO Max Friday, March 29th until Monday, April 1st. Sign up for HBO and Max and get your first month free. Call 601-8992 or visit cablebahamas.com to subscribe today.
Good evening, Bahamas. This is NB12 broadcasting from Cable 12 Studios on Robinson Road. Here's what's making news tonight. Superintendent Clayton Fernander airlifted to a U.S. hospital today. The commissioner responds to criticisms over Webshops, an update on BTC negotiations, plus a big tournament for the Bahamas rugby team. Those stories and much more on the way. I'm Nakia DeVoe, and NB12 starts right now. Thanks again for joining us here at NB12. Superintendent Clayton Fernander has been transferred to a hospital in the United States for further treatment after he was shot multiple times by armed robbers Wednesday night. The commander of the Southeastern Division was airlifted out of the country around noon. Fernander, who was in stable condition at last report, was shot when he arrived at his residence on St. Vincent Road shortly after 10 p.m. Wednesday. Yesterday, Commissioner of Police Ellison Greenslade said Fernander's right arm is so badly mangled that some amputation might be necessary. He had previously described Fernander's injuries as life-changing. Meantime, police are still on the hunt for 21-year-old Lyndon Bethel, the second man they believe was behind the botched robbery. A 23-year-old man was caught by police yesterday afternoon. Well, Commissioner of Police Ellison Greenslade says he will not allow anyone to dictate to him how he should do his job and insisted he is only dictated to by the law. The commissioner made the comments following criticisms about why the force has not moved to shut down Webshops after a conservatory order was lifted earlier this week. Jasmine Bonamy has the story in this report.
Over the past few days, Greenslade has been hard-pressed by the media and others, asking when the force will act and shut down illegal gaming in the Bahamas. Chief Justice Sir Michael Barnett lifted a conservatory order on Tuesday that prevented the government or the police from interfering. Sir Michael ruled that the Supreme Court is not the proper court to restrain the police in the discharge of their duties. And this is what the commissioner said on Thursday.
I will do my job.
But Greenslade admitted it's difficult to shut down businesses that have a legitimate license, allowing them to remain open. However, he did say the Royal Bahamas Police Force will launch an investigation into all web shops throughout the country to determine whether illegal activities are taking place.
These are always delicate investigations, and I'm not going to say any more than that, except to say where anyone in this country is running a business and illegal activities are taking place on your premises, you should cease and desist now. Whether that is nude dancing, whatever that is, if you are running a business and you have legitimacy because you have a permit and you allow any illegal activity to occur on your premises, I can safely assure you that if we find out about it, we're going to take action. And in being guided by law, nobody dictates to me. It hasn't happened, and I'm not going to allow it to happen in this respect. And I can safely tell you, if there's anyone listening to me that wishes to just play with words and you continue any form of illegal activity, and we find out about it, then the law will certainly take its course.
Prime Minister Perry Christie told reporters on Tuesday he expected the police to carry out the law. On Wednesday, National Security Minister Dr. Bernard Noddert said that although he was certain that the police force has enough personnel to do whatever is needed to be done, he would not say what the definitive plans were. Greenslade says while many place high expectations on him as Commissioner of Police, all questions on the matter do not have to necessarily be addressed by him.
It is okay to talk to other people about it. Commissioner can't be the only person in the Commonwealth of Bahamas that the public should have expectations of. The expectations that you have of me should be expectations within the arena of enforcing the laws of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, not on policy decisions that are beyond my portfolio. And nor should I be invited to be disrespectful to anyone in authority over me.
Reporting for NB12, I'm Jasmine Bonamy.
In other news, the public should expect an answer soon on whether the government will regain majority control over the Bahamas Telecommunications Company. Prime Minister Perry Christie sat down with Cable and Wireless CEO Tony Rice this week. Celeste Nixon has more in this report.
Prime Minister Christie revealed today the struggle for the majority shares in BTC will be settled one way or another shortly.
Christie met with Rice on Wednesday following a series of meetings held between CWC executives and a government-appointed negotiations team. While he can't predict how this will all end, the Prime Minister called the meeting very interesting.
I believe both of us have agreed that we will bring to a conclusion at the earliest opportunity this matter. One way or the other, we're going to bring it to a conclusion in short order. The ball is now in my court. I will respond to him in a matter of days, and then I hope that we will be able to reach some kind of understanding, and I would then be able to have a public position on the matter.
Christie, however, would not provide any specific details on their discussions regarding the shares.
Christie said a number of issues were raised during his meeting, including his recent discussions with Digicel.
Back in December last year, Christie met with former Jamaican Prime Minister P.J. Patterson and other Digicel representatives. It was then they asked when the government would be looking for new cellular service operations in the Bahamas.
They spoke about their concerns about any meetings I may have had with Digicel. I indicated to them that they should be happy that I did, because I've never forgotten my obligation on behalf of the Bahamian people as 49% owners of Cable and Wireless. He understood that. And so all of the issues that might have been nagging issues to Cable and Wireless, I was able to address.
Christie said it was also important for him to address service quality issues on behalf of the Bahamian people.
They were concerned about my public criticism of drop calls. He indicated to me and showed me graphs to show how on a regional basis BTC is doing quite well, but nevertheless when I left him, when I drove, I had drop calls and continued drop calls, and I think, as I indicated to him, I have an obligation to, notwithstanding owning 49%, Bahamian people owning 49%, to voice the concerns of people.
Reporting for NB12, I'm Celeste Nixon.